Welcome back to the SigmaTimes podcast. We're here at episode 7. We have a very unique and interesting guest today. We got my sincere friend Tyler Duncan. Take it away here, Tommy.
Yeah, tonight we've got Tyler. A seriously talented guitarist who can make his instruments sing like no one else. He's got a laid back vibe, most laid back I've ever seen. But when he picks up that guitar, man, things are about to get real. And I'm saying really real. So let's be honest, we all know Mr. Frantz. This guy would never appeal to him. He doesn't even appreciate him. Doesn't appreciate the
Oh.
pure magic that Tyler will bring to the stage. So you know what? That's Mr. Franz's loss. That's everyone else's gain. Welcome in, Tyler.
Mhm. Welcome, Tyler, to the SigmaTimes podcast.
It's glad to have you, Tyler. You look a little different right now than I've seen before. Very blocky with a very frail and skinny
Yeah.
arms.
Too much energy drinks?
That's what he'll do when you're not in the. Oh my!
Oh, he's here. He's here.
He's arrived.
God.
Wow, it is a pleasure to have you,
Fantastic.
Tyler. Before we start getting into things, you wanna tell the thousands of viewers we get daily just a little about yourself. Tell them a bit.
So I'm a graduating soon, senior in high school, and I love my mom, and
Who
I
doesn't love
have a
your
few
mom?
hobbies. I like playing games. I'm into technology. I like obviously I like guitar. And I live life to the fullest. Try to be the best I can. And just go at it.
That's
Fire.
understandable. Everyone's got to live,
Truly,
laugh, and
this
love.
Tyler Duncan mindset. Yeah, of course. The kind of first topic we're gonna go off here. We're gonna kind of get to sports out of the way. Nice and quick here. We got some critiques. So,
Mhm.
just a little bit on the Bears. Do you ever watch football by chance, Tyler? I know you don't, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. The Bears basically they got a terrible O line, and they're actually
Yeah.
making moves this week
Yeah.
to solve the issue. I'm sure Tommy saw some of it.
Yeah, their
Glad to see all that
outfield is
happen.
just terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a great move by the Bears. I mean, I've
Honestly,
been saying it. People have been doubting, and now the dream's coming to life. Bears Super Bowl next year, and I mean, with a good O line, it's doable. Caleb Williams
yeah,
is a great quarterback, but
gonna sling it.
the options they're giving him have been terrible. From like wide receiver room to O line, it was just failing them. The Bears have been a
Do you think
defense team.
DeAndre Swift is gonna be RB1 this season?
I don't know. I don't know what the Bears' plan is going into the draft. I could see
Yeah,
them wanting to pick up a RB, but I don't think
a
that's.
better RB.
I think they're gonna focus on O line more over running backs. So I could see Swift
Yeah,
taking the role pretty easily. But I'm excited for the season. I think it's gonna be, the Bears. It's gonna be their year. I think playoffs are definitely gonna happen, if not a run.
yeah, yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
I love to see underdogs get to the Super Bowl, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I'd love to see the underdogs rise.
exactly. Did you watch the Super Bowl this year, Tyler?
I did. A good amount
Yeah.
of it, yes. It
Wow,
was pretty entertaining.
it was very interesting. You should really get into football this year, Tyler. I think you'd like it.
I think I might. I
I
might.
know.
I
I know a
might.
Yeah,
great fantasy league that's looking for some expansion members, and they'd probably love to have you.
yeah,
Really?
you'd
Okay,
fit
I'll
right
look
in.
into that.
Yeah,
I'll look into that.
yeah. So not this weekend, but next weekend we got St. Patrick's Day coming up. I know me and Tommy have a little thing possibly happening here. You have any plans, Tyler, for St. Patrick's Day
Um,
weekend?
Not at the moment. Probably just chill for a little bit. Maybe we go out, like me and my close family or something. Maybe we're going to
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
Chili's or something. But
go to Chili's, wear a
yeah,
bit of green.
yeah.
Doesn't
yeah,
sounds ideal.
yeah.
It
That's
does.
the American dream right there.
Hopefully not get
Chili's a little bit of
pinched.
green, and
Yeah,
that's what the green's there
you're
for.
celebrating.
It keeps you safe from a little pinch. I
Yeah,
know, I know. I'm kind of excited to see. I've never gone for 18 years. I've been at Illinois. I've never gone down to Chicago for St. Patrick's Day. Like I know there it's huge down the River Green, so I kind of want to see the River Green once. Not the normal green of like just not being cleaned, but the purposely dyed one.
Yeah.
You never know which is which at Chicago
Throwing
nowadays.
Ryan into the river, plastered out your mind. It'll be great. It'll be
Is
great.
what is the Chicago? It's like a man-made river, right? Like it's not an actual
Chicago
real
River?
river.
I,
That's not a real
I thought it
river.
was
That's like
man-made. Yeah, because
I
it's
think
just
so.
near Lake
Yeah.
Michigan, so I think they just made
Mm,
a nice river going through the
River.
city.
Yeah.
nice.
Probably, not to get scientific, but probably for when they had to move shit in the city.
Uh,
You have a little river to float stuff along.
fun
When
fact.
they set on fire.
Chicago. Oh,
Yeah,
oh shit.
the big fire of Chicago, classic one.
Mhm.
No, I'm excited to see
Chicago's
Was the
Chicago.
the
river there before or after that, you think?
You know what? I
Do you
bet
think they put it after?
I could see
So
it
if
being
it happens
after given
again?
the instance. They gotta have a 10-man league of buckets just like passing along,
Right, right, grab the buckets.
passing
Yeah, that
forward.
was
I it's I can see, I don't know the year the river was made, but after the
yeah.
fire definitely showed a need for it. Showed a need of
Mhm.
some close water source.
Yeah.
That and labor laws, that as well. I think the fire did both,
Yeah.
which amen.
Mhm.
Never forget. But I know Chicago has what, DePaul nearby, obviously University of Chicago. There's more I'm forgetting, but like there's just so much colleges that are nearby for when St. Patrick's Day is
Mhm.
going on. You could definitely find the people that are, like the crowd you want to be
Yeah.
around for that.
Okay, worst case, like we find absolutely nothing to do. We could probably hit up Olivia and do something stupid.
Exactly.
That is yeah, like Ryan's like, what are we gonna do? He just doesn't want to go. We all know that, but we'll make him go. I just noticed he's kind
What's
of not having a good day over there.
Yeah, yeah, down in the dumps, I guess.
That's
Figuratively and
Ryan for
literally.
UIC has a lot of students. You go there. Chicago, University of Illinois Chicago. They have like
you.
30,000. They have a
Yeah.
lot.
They probably throw a
Yeah,
Ton.
they have to have something going on in campus, like some
they have
campus
to,
event
dude.
for it. I
Yeah, we
know
could bring our own stuff. We'll have a good time.
every school takes days like St. Patrick's. Like at Iowa, we personally got the Leprechaun bar crawl, which obviously it's just students going bar to bar wearing a shirt. It's the downtown will always be packed during it. Like I don't think I've last year I saw it. It was everyone was out. It felt like it felt like the whole
Yeah,
people weren't even participating and they're still out like watching it go down just from how massive it is.
yeah. Did this year or well, this year it lines up with your spring break, right?
Uh
So they're just gonna do it like a weekend before.
no, so when it actually starts is it's gonna be it Friday is when they do like your shirt pickup for it, but the actual crawl will start Saturday. So it's this weekend, which is nice for spring break plans because the bar crawl
Yeah,
is this weekend. Spring break is next week, and I could just go once I'm done with my Friday classes. Makes it easy.
that's, yeah. Tyler, kind of on the college topic. What are you thinking
Oh.
about college?
Um, for right now, the most likely option is Eastern Illinois University. They are known for being very cheap compared to other schools, and they're offering the most money to me currently. So, I mean, I'm still gonna have to probably pay like 10K out of pocket a year, which is still good. Like, it's good for college price as well, but
Mhm.
it's probably the most. I did,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm thinking about still out of state maybe a little bit if they give me a good price. Like, shit, I applied to like Hawaii, bro. I applied to Oregon. I
Dude,
applied everywhere.
you want to walk me through the Hawaii thought process on that one? I was a little amazed. I thought, I know people that go to Hawaii or, they visit on vacation, but for school I've never heard.
I know it's just one of those things that, just say like life's full of risk and you just take the risk and you just go. You're gonna feel homesick, obviously, no matter where you go to college, but you're gonna especially feel homesick there because you're in the middle of the ocean, away from
That
everyone.
that and I imagine
And
it's definitely a grand flight to get you back to home.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
easily $500 to come back to near Chicago, every single flight. So it's not the most
yeah.
financially responsible.
Uh,
Probably, but
yeah.
it could be fun. But it's down a lot, way down my list of like what I'm
Yeah.
thinking about. But
I'll be honest, the graduation rate is really concerning for that school you were looking at,
that's
20%.
okay. That's
That's
just because of it's Hawaii. Everyone goes there and they're like, yeah, I can't take this island stuff. I'm going back home. But you got to have the right mindset when you're going that somewhere that far away.
So
Like
you're
that's
just a different animal, basically.
I could be,
You're a
you
different
know.
animal yet the same beast at the same time.
Mhm,
Yeah, but like
exactly.
you don't want to be so like my whole family is in Illinois. Everyone I know
Yeah.
basically. And I don't want to be stuck here. I mean, obviously you care about your family, like a lot of times it's all you have. But at the same time, you can't let it limit your life, you know? You got to explore a
Mhm.
little bit. You got to find who you are. And that could be in a different state, but all the time that's could be just right down the street, like super close. It doesn't have to be super far away, but it's
Yeah.
just an option, you know? You just have a change in your mindset to go
Yeah.
somewhere far
For
away.
sure.
Life's the book, you're the pen, and I mean you're just writing another chapter.
Oh shit.
Exactly.
I know. I've been
Yeah.
I've been getting real inspirational. You know, our close friend of
Yeah.
all of ours, Logan, he posts on TikTok. I've started my series of writing an inspirational comment on his posts every day, and they're just getting more and more great
Yeah.
by the day. I think this today's one was why wash your hands when you could piss on them. Another great
Exactly.
example of just like knowledge that I'm spewing out of my brain right now.
Yeah. It makes you think.
If you were in a survival situation, would you, if you were so desperate to pee or
To drink,
to
yeah,
to
I
drink
I
water,
think I
would
know the
you
route
drink
you're
your own
going.
pee? Would you drink your
I
own pee?
Like dying of thirst.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically. Yeah.
I think I would. I
yeah,
mean, if
I'm
it would keep me alive.
yes, but I wouldn't like it. Keep it about that, man.
But the thing
Yes.
I
is,
think there's a process
I
behind it. I've seen the Bear Grylls episode. I'm pretty sure you gotta like boil
Yeah.
that shit down.
I think it's a myth though because if you think about it, if you're so dehydrated to the point where you want to drink your
Yeah.
own
You
pee,
you
you're
won't take
not
a
gonna
piss.
pee. You're not. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I think it's
So
like
I don't know.
it's I think it just gets to a point where you're just running out of water due to the amount you gotta
Yeah.
like boil. Because I mean drinking straight piss is gonna just harm you in the first place. I mean, not the
Yeah.
reason you shouldn't just drink straight piss, but I mean a good
Ryan
reason at
said it's not
least.
that bad.
Same with like
I
salt
do.
water. Like you never want to drink salt water, no matter what situation. It's gonna make you
Yeah, I
more
hate salt water,
dehydrated.
man. I hate salt water.
It's like probably my least favorite water to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's
Right,
just bad, you know.
right below tap water.
Below tap.
Tap water.
Do like like
Do you
when
notice
you go
it
to
different in water in Iowa versus Illinois?
Well, I
Ours
mean,
is probably fairly similar. A lot of different places, so they got like a lot of different water. Like California,
I think it
you're drinking a
depends.
whole different water.
It depends on your city a little bit too, like or where you're staying. Like for example, I'm in an apartment complex that definitely doesn't have the safest water. So I'm like every
Yeah.
time I have water, it goes through the little what is it? The little filters, the like the filters I bought. The Keurigs, is that what?
Mhm.
No, not a Keurig. You know what I mean though. It goes through like a
I
little water
Yeah, I know what you're talking
filter.
about.
That way I'm not
Yeah.
like drinking straight lead. Which you know I've heard lead's good for the gains. Like you just gotta drink
Yeah.
some straight lead.
Overcome it.
I want to drink straight earth water, like straight from the earth, you know. I want to
Get a bucket of mud and
feel
pour
it.
some water in, and then just let it drip down.
Yes.
Really embrace the culture.
Yeah. So Tyler, what are your thoughts on Mr. Friends?
Mr. Frantz. He is a teacher, you know.
That'd be correct.
He has a certain way with him. He's just I never met someone like him, you know. He's just
Mm.
he let's
Jackass.
just let's just put oh well I wouldn't know
You
if I
know,
would put it in that term,
cuck.
but something similar. He's just
A fucking
like
douchebag.
yeah. I would like he's just so like I go up to him super nicely and be like,
A
"Hey,
chud.
can you maybe not give me a zero on this because I was gone for a week, sick in bed?" And he was like, "No, like
Mm.
go eat a cactus." Like that's basically what he said to my face.
Yeah.
So I got a certain idea of him now in my head. So I don't think that's going away
Yeah.
for a while. He might
You
he
wanna
might
tell
redeem himself, maybe.
you wanna tell Tommy the story about today alone with the newspaper
Um,
assignment or the Time
yeah.
magazine assignment?
So I was finishing up my we had to write a Time magazine on a certain court case, so I was
Oh,
drawing it, and I felt like it looked pretty decent. So I went up to him and I was like clarifying how to do it and seeing what he thinks about it. And he was like, "Oh, if I were to grade that right now, I would give that like a 2 out of 30. Like, no, like it's just bad." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I just slowly walked away and just thought about it for a second. But I
Yeah.
think I think I fixed it, so
Yeah.
I think it should be good now.
I
But
mean, from what I could gather, this Frantz guy sounds like a fucking cuck loser. If I, had to put it in
Big
simple
one.
words.
The
I
jeans get
mean,
tighter every day.
Would you
Truly.
say so? Would you like say he is just a cuck at this point?
Oh yeah.
he's getting there.
He's
Getting there.
he's been there since day one, dude.
I've
What
heard
Six,
like
what class does he even teach? I mean, it sounds like some government class based off of court time.
civics and AP Gov. Yeah.
Yeah, cuck.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard from
Exactly.
previous students like in the previous years, he was actually pretty nice. But then something occurred in his life or something. I don't know. Maybe
Got cucked.
I don't know.
I think the cucking
Something
option
though.
might be up there.
Yeah.
I have no
I mean,
idea.
truly, for you to be so miserable at that age, it's just ridiculous. But we've kind of already hit on Mr. Franz. Is there any other teachers you are not messing with at the Yorkville?
Um, not that I can think of, Loki. I mean, he's
Yeah,
been.
not the moment. Yes, some good teachers.
I mean, okay, Mrs. P. You know what I'm talking about.
What's the full name?
We're getting her on the pod one day.
Yeah, we gotta
Mm.
get Miss Pickett on the pod. No, she's like compared to Mr. Franz, she's actually like nice, for the most part. It's
Yeah.
just she's not the best teacher. Well, how about we say
Yeah,
that?
and you know what? My mentality on Miss Pickett has switched completely. I think she's a
Oh.
great teacher.
Oh.
Okay, great person.
Terrible teacher.
This is her first year teaching pre-calc. She's trying her best. Is it
can-
going well? Not at
Yeah.
all.
You can tell every single time she lectures or does anything, she's under so much stress or something. I don't know. in
Yeah,
her
she
voice.
does. She's not confident with what she's doing, so we're not confident with what we're doing.
Yeah.
I
But our
swear, like
tests always end up fairly good.
all her other classes, I swear, I feel like are just like simple algebra, and then she teaches pre-calc, which is a decent step above, and then
Yeah.
she's not super
Like
confident.
I think she went from geometry 2 for so many years straight to pre-calc, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, it's
The issue with that is I think Yorkville just pushes teachers into subjects they don't like really have the knowledge to be teaching.
yeah.
Tell me about it.
Like, for example, I know I never took coding, but I know the business
Oh,
teachers were
man.
teaching coding. Like,
Oh yeah,
An English
I,
teacher
Yeah,
teaches
yeah.
coding now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I took AP Calc or AP Computer Science last year. I look at the teacher. I'm like, Mrs. Calder. Who the hell's Mrs. Calder? I look her up. She's a freaking
Yep.
like English 2 teacher. I'm
She-
like, what the hell is she
fancy
teaching?
that because she was my English too. So I know a good glimpse of her. If you want to talk teachers that
Yeah.
suck, I would put her up there. Because I
Yeah.
mean, she didn't. It was one of those classes where first of all it's English
Yeah.
too, like already a terrible class to teach. You're teaching grammar to students. No one wants to hear that. But I mean, the
Yeah.
reason she extended that line of like just normal bad English teacher to like God, she's awful, was when she thought it would be a fun idea to play She's the Man for the class and made us sit there and watch it. That I mean, if you need a movie to go out there and watch, and it's suicide inducing. You watch She's the Man once and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what do I do with the rest of my life other than just like, oh my,
Yeah. Cry.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
how do I go home and like, what am I supposed to do? How do I cope with watching? What therapist do I talk
That's
to
crazy.
about watching She's the Man? Like,
yeah.
it's god awful. It's a blatant copy of some Shakespeare story, and it's just it's terrible. And to sum
Yeah.
up the movie, if you haven't actually seen it, it's just a woman cross-dressing as a man to play soccer, and it's terrible. It's god awful.
It's terrible. It's the worst.
I and she like loves the dude as a man, and then like, oh, but she loves him as a. It's so fucking bad. It's the
Yeah.
worst thing I've ever seen. It might be worse than fucking Madam Web. I'll put it that. At least Madam Web I thought was terribly like funnily
Yeah.
bad. This movie,
You know what?
terrible.
You know what? A terrible movie that I like kind of just didn't realize how terrible it was at the moment. Diary of the Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
Mm.
The fourth Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
That was
they
always
changed-
a bad movie. What?
Well, I just didn't realize. I rewatched it, and holy
What?
crap, I couldn't
Well,
do it. It
that's
was
kind of
terrible.
it's kind of like watch the three original Diary of a Wimpy Kids without just
Yeah,
like the amount of cringe you'll go through on those movies is actually
yeah,
unbearable. Like
it's so
I
something.
I think
Oh,
I
are we
have
talking about? No, I think we're talking about different movies. The first three Diary of a Kid movies are the golden movies, and then they came out with a fourth one.
no,
That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
referencing the fourth.
Yeah,
The fourth one's just bad entirely because you switched up every character and you made them all
yeah.
younger. I'm saying the original
Roderick
three.
is Asian.
Yeah, the original three are just like I gotta watch in parts, man. I don't think I could sit down and watch through an entire movie without like
Yeah,
losing my mind of how cringe and just like
yeah.
it gives you
I
the
had
social
that.
awkward shit.
I had that to get me locked in on Kale Perico Heist for GTA. I just had that sitting there, and I'd hear something and be like, "What?" But
No,
yeah, I mean, the fourth one is just god awful compared to the rest. I'm not gonna.
have you seen the actor who plays Roderick for the fourth movie? His story is so sad. Like after that movie, he like quit acting. He got bullied so much. He like thought about suicide and everything is bad. And then he came out and people have felt really
I
bad for
feel
him, but
bad
he
for the
came back.
suicide, but he was a terrible actor. So
I'm
Oh yeah, he
you gotta
was,
feel
but
bad for the mental health, but realistically, I mean
yeah,
it
it's sad, but
you're recasting a fan base that realistically
yeah.
the fan base isn't huge, but they care. Like, I mean, they're gonna
Especially for Roderick.
yeah. Honestly,
And
that's
they
the
could have
only
got
one.
away with Roderick. He
The
was old in all of them,
yeah the Gregory dude.
unless he looked like a 40-year-old.
Yeah, like the Gregory kid. No one cares. I mean, he's the main character, but honestly, you could put whoever. The mom and dad.
Well, he
The dad. I kind of
Rowley hurt.
Ralphie.
Ralph.
and
That one that might be in the heart. There's
Yeah,
probably
then
three
like
characters you can't
I
change. I think
forget.
the dad, just for like the
Oh yeah.
iconicness of him,
yeah.
and I mean it wouldn't matter because the dude's already an adult. Like you don't
The
care.
mom, you could just find an annoying mom,
Yeah,
in which they found too much of an annoying mom for the fourth one.
yeah.
She
The
was super annoying.
the what's the young is wait was Raleigh the youngest brother like the little kid or no that's the friend right?
Yeah, Ralph.
Riley's a friend.
Yeah, no the friend.
Uh,
What's the like? Is it like Frederick or some
the,
shit? It's some
no,
stupid ass name.
the
No,
kid.
Fredericks.
Yeah, that guy. Just make
No,
it.
Frederick's the weird kid.
No,
Oh
that's
yeah.
Fregley. That's Fregley. That's
Or
Fregley. You're
What's
thinking
Fregley.
of.
what's the
Man, there's so many names.
what's like the triangle faced kid? What's
I don't
I forget
know.
his name.
dude? I don't know
Damn
it,
it.
but it's like that kid could just be
They went
any
over.
basic annoying like 5-year-old. Like that's all you
Dude, they
need.
went 0 for 3
Manny,
on their
Manny,
kids.
Manny,
Manny,
Manny.
yeah,
Manny, yeah.
Manny.
Bro, they went 0 for 3 on their kids. Those
Yeah,
two.
it's a truly inspirational story. I mean,
Yeah.
The fourth one, the dad has just no soul to him. He's
That's-
just
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
that's what I mean. Like I'm shocked the dad because
Yeah.
I feel like the dad in the first three was at least funny. Like you just
So good, yeah.
fit the character. The Roderick, I mean, it's just he's probably the most iconic of the first three. And then what? You
Yeah,
got
look, they picked good actors. They did until they, except for like the main character. That's the only people nobody cared about was the main character.
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely
Well,
something.
I just think of those movies. No matter what, they're books over movies for the. That's the only fucking series I'll think of and be like, yeah, I'd prefer the books over the movie. Everything else, I'll watch the movie. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. At
Yeah.
least I don't get the secondhand embarrassment from reading it. Watching
Yes.
that, I'm watching it and I'm just like, what the like.
Yeah,
This is
there's some
terrible.
interesting stuff on there. Speaking of a hopefully good movie coming out, we got Mickey 17 coming out. Have you seen that, Tyler?
I've never heard of that. I'm telling you right now.
It's
never...
about a 16-year-old
That's
girl
bullshit.
turning 17 into her secret love affair.
Exactly.
What?
We got to watch it.
Is it like a popular upcoming movie or like just some
It's-
undercover
It's
mix?
no, it's what it actually is I believe it's what some dude who just signs into work or like get cloned. I haven't seen much about it honestly.
Mickey, yeah. I
from what I've
have no
gathered
idea
from
what
the-
it's about. I know I'm gonna watch it though.
Yeah. From it looks good, but from what I gathered from the trailer, it's about this guy Mickey who's agreed to like be used as a worker to clone himself after he dies. So like he's just
Yeah.
it's essentially if you didn't have to pay your workers at all and when they just died you replaced them with themselves again.
Mm.
Just
An
like that one movie they
interesting
showed us in film class.
Yes, I was just thinking about that.
That was a
That
terrible
was
movie.
no, it was not. It was a good movie. You're just
Okay,
wrong.
What was the movie?
do you just think it was good because compared to the rest, it was good?
What was it called? Like Life or something. It was like a one-word movie or something.
Just called Moon.
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 Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Good
don't know
movie
it.
though. I
Ryan.
liked it.
I think the main character's name was Ryan.
Oh, I don't
Right?
think so.
No,
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I don't know that great of a memory. Film that was a blur. That whole class.
No, that was a
I sat next to a
highlight.
schizo person. I had no idea what was going on. Uh, so do you have any summer plans, Tyler? By chance, we're kind of
Summer
hopping around
plans.
here.
No, you're good. For right now, not too much. Just mostly just prepare for college. Really, that's
Mm-hmm.
probably what I'm be doing the most. Maybe a little.
Little grad party.
Yeah, maybe try to like relax a little bit towards the end. I might start like trying to get some more knowledge on like programming and stuff because I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to get into tech, the big tech
Yeah.
space. So maybe try to get some programming practice before I go out into the hard classes and everything. Cause shit, like computer science degree, anything like that, you gotta take all the hardest math classes, chemistry, physics, everything, STEM.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, I could speak from what I've taken so far. I think it's pretty similar for the first years. I think the only difference is I don't go into anything coding related, other than my first introduction to code class. But I mean, you just go through a lot of calc, a lot of physics, and a lot of immigrant teachers that don't speak English very well. That's usually the case for all of them.
I mean, if they know the subject, they know the subject. You know.
I mean, I'm
I
sure if
don't
I
know.
went business, the teachers would be as white as rice and speaking English to the book at that point. But I don't think your typical American is an engineering expert.
Probably not.
Yeah. If you have a grad party, me and Tommy will pull up.
Okay.
I'll make Tommy.
Okay.
We'll tell you what. You can bring the grad. We'll bring the party.
We'll
Oh,
bring the
shit.
party.
How about I just be there? You guys just throw the rest of it. You know, I'll just show
You,
up.
just hit. We'll do it.
Hit the line. We'll set it up.
Hit the line. We're on it. Ryan is a good party
Mr.
planner.
Frantz, can you host at your place?
Oh my gosh.
He might do it.
I mean, well, yeah, he'll probably do it when his wife's getting fucked in a hotel room and he's watching.
Just for all the senior girls, or the sophomore girls, I should say. Can I bring my date? She graduates in 2 years. What did you think about the assembly today, Tyler? That was
Our assembly we had today.
an unnecessary
short.
headache, is how I thought about it.
I mean, it did give us out of advisory, so our advisory is like a lesson. Like we do like small like little be like mental health something like it's the same thing every single year, but we got out
Realistically,
of
though,
it
the
today.
teachers just say it's free time.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
I know when I was
But-
when I forgot when the advisory started at Yorkville. It was just stupid. It should just be an open time to leave campus.
Yeah.
It's a glorified health class, and if you have,
I don't know
health challenges-
how they can claim that for instructional time. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I don't think they do. I don't know.
No, they
Do
do. Because that's
I
the
don't
only
know.
reason we have it.
I guess
Because we need that
But-
instructional time.
the assembly was it's fun to watch sometimes. I mean, it's pretty repetitive, but you know the step team, that's the highlight of the whole show. Like I
And-
mean,
Yeah.
the step
everyone's
team's like
cheering.
the clap themselves team, right? Or
Yep, just
Yeah.
yeah,
everyone they're all
nothing.
going crazy.
It's nothing
It
like
gets crazier and crazier every assembly.
step might be the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. If I'm keeping it. I mean, let's
Oh,
let's
no,
be honest.
no,
This
no.
is-
You're
We're
kicked.
not doing
You're
this.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's
It's
always
art in a different form.
all right.
It's culturally inclusive.
It's always like the dance or cheer rejects that are like, you know what? I'm gonna do something,
Oh, no.
so I'm gonna
No,
just
We're not
slap.
doing-
I'm gonna
we're
slap
not
my
crapping
knee
on
and
the
upper
York
body.
Girls Step team right now.
But the thing that people I see, like the people that are making fun of everything, it's like Then you go up and do that. I want to see you go up and do what they're doing.
tell
How
Tyler.
choreographed they are. They can't.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
Ryan could
You
go down
couldn't.
there pantsless and start clapping with no hands, and I think I'd enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Oh.
They should
I
do
think you
more to
just-
the songs in the background. That's more entertaining, to be honest.
It feels really awkward when they don't have any music
Yeah.
playing.
Well-
All you hear is their foot stepping.
What about
Yeah.
that? And then like when they're like, "We are who we," like something like they're just yelling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
clap. Like it's
It's
the least tough thing I've ever seen. It's like, oh my god, it's just like
Yeah.
like you're trying to get robbed in an area. Like the
Exactly.
most. Oh, there's no way you think this is tough at all. Like,
yeah.
and you know they do.
Mm.
Like, you know they're trying out for that. Like, can I be the one that screams this and claps
Oh,
my
yeah.
hands with authority? It's the most
Yeah,
ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen.
It's cinema. It's great. We love it. It's the best thing of the assembly.
Right behind
honestly,
leaving.
And then,
Yeah.
bro,
Holy crap, bro. That's
but what was it? My boy Isaac today. He got his own awards like theme song going on. He like stood there like, oh, just
Yeah.
and the whole band's playing for him, and
Yeah.
it's like he's got so
well.
much
I think
aura
he was the
going on.
only person of Yorkville High School that placed number one in state for anything.
Yeah, I think he was the only one, or maybe it was like one of the wrestling kids
speech.
I did.
Our speech team had 11 people go to state,
Yeah,
or 7.
fire.
You know what?
No,
If
11.
we're also talking about things that don't count, speech should not count for jack shit as well.
I know, dude.
Are we?
No,
I
they have
placed-
talents.
I placed for humor.
Yeah.
No, the fuck you didn't. Like, what the
They
fuck did you say that was funny? I've never heard you
You have
say it.
talent, but I know the humor stuff is terrible. I know it is. I've never gone,
I've never.
never heard it. But
Maybe there's an idea behind like you could give a good speech, like you've got good like speech traits, or like
yeah.
you speak with
Or
authority.
like you could cook up a speech in like 5 minutes. Like they have
Yeah.
to do stuff like that.
The debate. I would argue debate over speech any day. Like I don't think
Oh, yeah.
speech qualify. Is there a debate category?
There's
in
debate
speech?
stuff in speech. Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many categories.
Debate
dude.
debate is the only one. Humor is not. If you're debating what's fun, like this is. I would love to sit in a
Yeah.
room and watch the humor speech go ahead and like just not leave, because at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
all English kids that have the worst humor I think I've ever seen. English might be worse than
Definitely,
band at the end of the day. Like you know how band kids get shit.
English, true.
Yeah, I think English is worse, genuinely.
it might be. There were some interesting people up there for that that recognition there.
I
Yeah.
didn't see you up there, Gavin. That's all I'm saying. I didn't see you up there. Where were you, huh? What was the orchestra?
Well, I
Did
don't-
you get an orchestra award?
I don't think the Yorkville bowling team has started their rounds yet.
Not quite. Yeah, why
What
wasn't
is-
the boys come up there? Just a girl. Did the boys qualify for it? I don't know. You didn't do any extracurricular, Tyler, so I don't want to.
know.
I don't want to hear it
Well,
from you.
What's offered at Iowa as like extracurriculars?
Oh man,
Like,
there's
ton?
there's a ton. I think the most notable I can remember is Fortnite solos and trios were options. If you really want to get into it.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a big thing. I know a buddy that does frisbee club as an extracurricular. There's obviously like the hockey club. There's clubs for like soccer club, field hockey. There's all that. A lot of those have some of those have NCAA teams too. Like I'm sure there's like the soccer club and then the NCAA team, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then there's just
Does Iowa have a flag football team? Like a women's flag football team?
You know, I don't really know about flag football. I know they offer a lot of intramurals. Like I think there's intramurals for every. I think they've got badminton intramurals.
Yeah.
I saw a badminton club. I thought about it because I was like, man, that definitely would be good for working out. You never.
Yeah.
Probably the most impressive exercises you'll see is in badminton. But,
Badminton workouts are terrible.
yeah, they're rough. But there's just a lot of. There's probably an intramural for every sport.
Frisbee golf tournament?
Oh, man, I can't wait to live or to take a nice video, a YouTube video of the frisbee golf games I'm gonna go on.
We should do. You
That's
should do that.
I think I was
Split
gonna
farm
mention.
Nick. Kid.
I was gonna mention it too. I'm thinking sometime if nice weather happens over spring break,
Spring break.
a nice golfing
I'm down.
video that would be.
We gotta go. We gotta go out of Yorkville though, because like that one by your house sucks. I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
terrible.
well, Blackberry or Cedar Doe? Which one are you referring to?
Oh, you said golf?
Oh,
I thought
frisbee
you
golf.
meant
Oh,
frisbee
frisbee
golf.
golf in mine sucks. I was thinking both. I asked my dad for
Yeah,
my dad's got the clip-on mics. Could you imagine just miking up frisbee golf?
yeah.
It
You
could
got
be. It's a
rid
move.
of, you
With
gotta get
Nick
rid of
Keen
those
too.
like super expensive like golf course clubs. You
Yeah.
gotta get those like cost like what, like 10 grand a year or
Oh,
something.
what about like the
Ugh.
dude perfect all sports golf thing at a frisbee golf course? Nobody
On
would
it,
stop you.
no. I mean, honestly, you could with that you could probably do that in my neighborhood, even though the course sucks. You could knock out
Oh
like
yeah, we
six
did that
holes.
at yours.
I
Yeah.
think
Ryan, throw the frisbee or throw Ryan, throw the volleyball this one.
carrying around my golf bag with a hockey stick, volleyball, a tennis racket. Ryan, bring your tennis
Yeah,
racket. We need it. Bowling
the
ball.
oral
We're bringing a bowling ball. We're
Ryan,
just
give me the pool stick.
like realistically, you can frisbee golf with a bowling ball. You're just like you might be rolling.
Yeah.
You might be getting a roll of a 5 par, but
Yeah.
it's
Interesting
interesting.
choice, Tommy. I'm gonna wait for a more downhill slope to use my bowling
But
ball.
you know, you talking about my course remind me. The course in my neighborhood might be the worst course because it was fun. It was a good course originally,
It really was good
and then they
until
decided
then.
to rip off all the trees and not replace any holes. So
Yeah.
What?
imagine
Why
like
did they tear those trees down? They didn't even replace anything there. They just
no,
tore
no.
them down just to tear them down.
I think it was originally there's a little creek in the back of the neighborhood, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think there was just a lot of reports of like probably like ticks, bugs, all that variety back there. So they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? There is a lot of animals. Let's just make them all homeless and chop down every tree possible. And
How long did that take?
it didn't
Like for that all to happen?
it didn't even really take that long, I think it got knocked out in a
Yeah.
solid like I feel like I was back for winter break and then I came back for summer and it was done. So at least it took probably like maybe at least 3 months. Maybe more, at most 3 months, probably less.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Because Aunt Laura got a tick when she was walking the dog. Now, gone. Gone.
Let's
Yeah,
chop it
that's
down.
interesting.
Let's get rid of it. No, but I think frisbee golf might be one of the most underrated things you could start going into. It's
Yeah,
it sounds stupid. It is stupid, but it's at least fun.
it's yeah,
What
it is fun.
it's where you
Oh
throw a
yeah.
frisbee to land in a
Yeah.
hole or something? I don't.
Uh,
What is it?
like
What game
have
is
you
it?
ever seen like the giant baskets? Like it's a basket with
Oh,
like
okay.
chain fencing
Yeah.
on it. It's literally throwing into those usually. It's
Is it like I don't know. Sounds fun. I like S. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
played it though.
it's definitely like a try it once. You may hate it, you may like it kind of thing.
Yeah, or you can't really take it seriously. I think that's where it becomes unfun and
Which is crazy because I've seen people taking that like the Red Bull frisbee
oh
golf is
yeah,
actually insane. Like these
like
people are in the
they have to
middle of the
line it up
wilderness.
perfectly down a path.
Yeah,
Perfectly down a path. It's like wow,
they've
this
got
is
like a path made by like a couple trees down, and if you hit one tree, you've
Mm.
just you've lost the tournament.
yeah,
It's insane.
it's it is it is very insane. Um, how's the
No.
gym journey been going, Tyler?
Okay, I have a confession. I haven't been in like probably like 3 weeks to a month.
That's all exaggerated.
No, I'm serious. I don't know.
Wow.
I've been okay. I feel like I do have an excuse. Maybe not. Okay. I feel like I've been really stressed lately about finishing like high school and getting ready, trying to get ready for college and figuring out everything. I feel like every time I try to go home, I just don't. I don't know. I'm thinking about other things, and I almost don't even think about going to the gym, which I should be, because physical activity, it's important, no matter who you are, it's important to get some. I mean, I have like a lifting class I do, but that's only for so long, and half the time we're not doing too much, but it's something. But I need to start going back to like actual lifting at a real gym to feel better about myself, but
Mhm.
we'll see.
That's
I don't know.
definitely interesting. I know you have a kind of struggle with the ride to the gym too.
Yeah. I mean, I
Very
like
cool.
walking there, but
Yeah,
walking
I know.
walking get annoying sometimes.
I know for myself, I've been hitting the gym pretty consistently recently now. I've genuinely it's probably the first time I've been feeling like stronger than a while. Uh, After considering, I came back from break. I tried to lift my normal weight. Given it's not a lot already, it's pretty low, and I couldn't do it. And I was like, God damn, I gotta like do something.
Yeah.
I've been just scheduling it every time because I work valet here. So every time I'm done with valet, I'm like, hey, could someone just drop me off at the rec? And I've been hitting like a good hour 30 workout, and they've been
Yeah.
pretty nice. I've been getting some, I think, some slight progress, which is always good to have.
I mean, the key to lifting is the progressive overload. Like every single week, you try to lift a little bit more,
Yeah.
and you'll see a real progression in
I
your
think
lifting.
progression and consistency is usually most people's issue when it comes to working out is they either forget one. Because you can be consistent with no progression and you're really not gonna like you'll stay at your your current strength, but you're not getting stronger. And then
Mhm.
same thing for consistency. If you're like lifting progressively, but like or you keep trying to lift progressively and you're not going consistent, you're not gonna you're gonna start failing on weight and losing and going down because the inconsistency will hit.
I think one of the main things people overlook with lifting is you don't have to go. Like, I want a lot of teenagers when they get into lifting, I think of like they have to go every single day and
Oh
lift
yeah.
super heavy and everything. It's like you don't have to. Like, if you just go maybe like 3 times a week and stay consistent with it, like you'll see a lot of
Mhm.
progress. And because if you start going every single day, you'll start to get annoyed by it, almost like feel like a chore, you know. So I think limiting your
Yeah.
time going can really help you stay consistent over time.
Yeah, I because the consistency doesn't have to be consistent day to day. I think it's just like
Mhm.
week to week, over
Mhm.
week to week, month to month. Like you're finding your time.
I have some breaking news here. If the Chargers team wasn't in shambles enough, they just released Joey Bosa.
I've never been happier. Fuck the Chargers. They are the worst team in the NFL, and I could go on
Yeah.
a horse about this one. And no, I'm
Okay.
not saying trade my horse in or trade my car in for a horse, but like, the Chargers are the most poverty team in the league at this
Yeah.
point. I mean,
Holy crap.
I'll take the Raiders over them any day at this point. At least the Raiders had the smarts
Yeah.
to re-sign Max Crosby. Chargers, I don't
Exactly.
know what they've got going other than like,
Yeah.
shit.
Where are
Also,
the
Sure.
Chargers from? Where are they from?
LA.
exactly.
LA.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't really know about them.
well, they're
Yeah,
just
there's not much to know about them.
they're poverty. I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, the Chargers might be
Stupid
the
name,
most
stupid logo.
overhyped team, and they're not even hyped up a lot. They're the most overhyped for being not overhyped as well. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
they're or overhyped for unoverhypedness. Like they've got nothing go. What do they got? Justin Herbert as their QB. Realistically, I think I can name 10 QBs in the league I would take over Justin Herbert without a problem. Like
Mhm. Gardner Minshew being my first.
Gardner Minshew, and then give me Aaron Rodgers over him easily. Two quarterbacks who probably will not be playing next year. But
Yeah.
no, there's just I don't know. I've got a personal vendetta with the Chargers. It came up a while ago, and I've stuck with it. I'm gonna die on the hill. Chargers are
Yeah.
just well. First of all, who is the Chargers fan base? I don't think I've ever met a genuine Chargers fan. Like genuinely, there's no one out there that's
I
like,
think. Yeah.
how do you with pride in yourself? How do you like look at yourself in the mirror after introducing yourself like, yeah, I like the Chargers. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You simply do not like the Chargers. That's safe to say. I mean,
I mean, what makes you a Rams fan versus a Chargers fan? Like, what's
uh,
the? I think they take the Rams any day of the
I
week
think
down there, right?
one's not a pussy, the other's a pussy. Let's put it simply.
Exactly.
You're a pussy if you like the
That's
Chargers. I mean, it's just like that.
yeah.
Obvious.
I
How
think that is
many
what it is.
Next
how many
question.
NFL teams are from California? How many?
Well, I mean the Rams. Well, not necessarily. I believe the Rams are from St. Louis, so they moved to California though. So
Yeah, but
Oh,
nobody
okay.
stuck with them.
yeah,
I don't. Nobody was like, "Oh, it's still my team."
yeah.
They,
I think like St. Louis is just losing. I think purely because of how St. Louis is, they're just going to be losing
they
teams over
stuck
the
with
next
them.
years. Well, I mean, just the city
Do we think
itself.
St. Louis?
St. Louis might be one of the most like, dude, for how dangerous the city is. It doesn't get talked about
Mhm.
enough, which is why I think the Rams moved
Yeah,
out.
exactly. I'd never go to St. Louis.
Reasonably, I mean,
Never. Yeah,
It's right on the border, Illinois and Missouri, right? It's like
yeah,
right on the border. Yeah.
it's kind of like just snuck in between. It's
yeah.
but St. Louis is just like incredibly dangerous, and I mean, I'm shocked they haven't lost more teams, to be honest.
Yeah,
But football, I couldn't even. I'm trying to think. I know there's at least two in California. They're all
that's
going through my
it.
head, so that's it, just the two.
Yeah, it's like what the only other city, San Diego, they don't got. They got
Like San Francisco. No, yeah,
or
for
San Francisco. Oh yeah,
49ers,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, I
yeah.
forgot about San
Three.
Francisco.
I think three is what it is.
Yeah,
And that's kind of the
and then the
same with
Raiders is pretty close in Nevada.
yeah, and that's
Vegas.
kind of what it is for hockey too in California. I mean, there's the LA Kings, there's a the San Jose Sharks. Uh, probably one other one I'm forgetting, but
What's
I
crazy is New York City
New
or
York
like
is
New York
huge,
area.
and
They got like Giants, Jets,
Jets.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, they've got three NFL
Like
teams. They've got uh Buffalo Sabres, New York Islanders, New York Rangers. They've got three NHL teams as well. They've got
yeah, it's
Yankees, Mets. I think that's yeah, it's just the Yankees and Mets for baseball, I believe. They've got so many teams, yet they have probably like I mean, none of their teams are insanely good, which is kind of funny to see.
yeah.
I
Maybe
just don't
except
see how
Bills.
such a
Football is terrible for 'em.
I don't see how they all compete with each other. I mean, I get it's a big city, you know, got a lot of people,
But
but
like at the end of
Yeah,
the day, New York is probably one of the up there as like the smaller land masses in the U.S. And I mean, it's got so much sports teams.
yeah. So many.
But then again, I mean, there is like I don't know, Idaho's kind of big, and I don't see anyone that's like, yeah, I think I want to put a team here in Idaho reasonably. So like, I think
Yeah,
you're better off seeing another team. You're better off seeing an NFL team in Canada over Idaho.
exactly.
yeah.
Let's see here. The last kind of topic we have here is how's the guitar playing going, Tyler?
How is the guitar playing? You know, let's start from the beginning. So I started my journey off freshman year of high school. Took a class. Kind of, I found a little spark with the guitar. I took guitar 2 sophomore year. Then after that, I kind of dropped off. I stopped playing for a good long while. But this past year, I would say maybe a year and a half, I got back into it, and it's like my favorite hobby I have ever. Like, I don't know, I think with something like an instrument like guitar, you have to stay consistent with it and find passion with it. And I think it's a great hobby. Same with like piano, like it trains your mind, it trains like your mindset, and I think it's a very fun thing to have, and I think everyone should try to learn a little instrument every once in a while, just to
Yeah,
have a hobby they enjoy, keep them going.
totally agree.
Yeah, I
I it people don't understand how mentally insane it is, to be honest with you. Like piano, I haven't touched the piano in probably a year and a half. I could still play some songs just off memory, like easily. It's definitely really good mentally to learn some instruments.
and then you see there's people like me. I think I might be. I don't know if musically inept is the word I'm looking for. I don't know what it is with like the wires. They don't cross. It's tough
Yeah,
as like the two hands at once. So like doing one thing while doing the other just goes out the window. It's insane. But you know
yeah.
what?
Like playing an instrument can be very hard.
Yeah, it's definitely the learning process. I've never got far into it, but I mean, from someone who's gone into it a lot. I mean, obviously you play guitar a lot. What's some you got any like favorite pieces or like songs you like to play on guitar?
Oh, oh, so I'm a two my favorite guitar player ever is John Mayer. He's definitely he's not as big as he once was, definitely not, but he's some very iconic pieces. Like there's neon on acoustic guitar. It's renowned as one of the most difficult guitar sounds you can play. And then there's like slow dancing in a burning room. It's pretty iconic at this point for in the guitar community. Maybe not globally, but in the guitar community, it's very iconic song. And it's John Mayer himself is just a great artist, and I think he's improved a lot. So if I had to pick one type of guitar player to play songs from, it's gonna be John Mayer.
Yeah, You see
I
yourself
mean,
like doing the stuff with the guitar more in the future? Like obviously, I think I've seen it on TikTok and stuff. Like you
um,
post little songs or little snippets you're playing.
You
Anything
should
with that?
you should do the lives, in my opinion.
I think
TikTok
maybe.
lives.
chop on that. I think you should. That's a
I
Yeah.
don't know. As a like a career in music, I don't really see myself
mhm.
just
Or like
because.
a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, more
That's more
like
the
a
route I
hobby
was
from a
thinking.
hobby. Because it's so inconsistent with music. Like I could be like some guy that goes. There's a ton of people that go to like do like small gigs every once in a while, like in a city or something. You make decent. It's a decent side gig, but the very once in a while do you get like big, like a
Yeah.
big musician. It's
I
very
mean,
small chance.
the
It
going
happens,
into
but
music is obviously it might be one of the hardest. I think like it's kind of like acting and being a musician are like since they're so
mm,
Yeah.
popular, there's always a big market of people that want to do it. It's like getting
Genuinely
discovered.
very hard,
Yeah.
for sure.
Music is definitely harder than acting though. I would say 100%.
Yeah.
Acting is a skill that you do have to develop, but I mean like at least with music, it's more like it's not like you've got to know how to play it, how like you got to go know the entire instrument, know music, not necessarily know music theory well, but like know how to like
mm.
make shit sound
Yeah.
good really.
Like
I feel like
acting,
with
you're kind of given a script. Music, like if you're making music, you have nothing.
Yeah, your free will.
Nothing.
Like you're only if you're famous you're getting ghostwriters. Other than that, you've got like you
Yeah.
got to come up with lyrics, you got to know how to sing it well, you got to know how to play it well. Like there's just so much categories that could go wrong.
So much. Yeah.
I feel like with
Or you
acting,
being a
it's
cover guy.
easier.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like with acting, it's easier to get away with being like a bad actor
hmm
in movies nowadays
Sydney
because you can
Sweeney
just
for
be like,
example.
yeah. I
Worst
mean,
actor I've
well,
seen.
she's gotten better. She's gotten better now. You got she's decent now.
I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything since Anyone But You. Which yes, the poster is hung up on my wall. But God, odd. It's like the director was like, she can't act, so let's make it like pretend like they're acting to cover up her bad acting. Like that's what we
Yeah.
had. It was just
Like
she's got
she's
tits.
definitely no Naomi Scott.
She's got tits. That's let's be honest.
That's,
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of people getting acting. They come from modeling. A ton of actors come from modeling careers, and it's just so easy to transition. You don't have to be like an amazing actor to be in big movies. So if you come
Yeah.
from something like modeling, you look good, and
Yeah.
you can
If
want to be seen on screen. People
if
will
you
come see you
already
just
look
for
appealing, you're gonna be more appealing than someone who doesn't look. Like it's just simple like
Yeah.
that.
Remember the
think about how
TikTokers
many.
trying to go into acting?
Oh,
That
is
was terrible. Like
that's
Addison Rae had a movie. Like
Oh
holy
God.
crap, what are we doing?
What
what
about
a
the hospital movie with Dixie D'Amelio? The hospital show, I think
Exactly,
actually.
dude.
What
It's,
That
about
was fun.
you ever see the guy who kept trying to try out to be on SNL from on TikTok by singing like some
I didn't
god
know.
awful song? Oh,
It makes sense though.
it is
That's
terrible.
TikTokers. TikTokers think they have the most talent, like especially back then. I think now everybody's like, it's just it's fun, whatever.
Yeah.
Back then, TikTokers thought they were like celebrities.
They got like 50,000 followers. They moved to LA the next day, and just
Yeah,
like it,
Lo and
it'd be a
behold, their
bad
life
idea.
goes to
But
shit immediately.
yeah. Or like even the people with millions of followers,
It's not really that
like
much in hindsight. Like
yeah,
on
Mhm.
TikTok, a million is kind of like, yeah, you got a following, but realistically, that doesn't mean you could do much with it. Like,
they
other than
better have
getting
been smart
ads.
with their money.
Yeah.
They better have been because like if Charlie didn't save all that money she made, she might be working at a McDonald's right now for all we know.
She gets
I'm
too many
sure they
brand
saved it though.
deals. That's all about TikTok is if you get the
Does she
followers,
still
you get
do
the
stuff?
brand deals. You get the yeah, she does. She does brand deals all
I
the
mean,
time.
she was already like the like most followed. Like she was already up there at that point when
She's the
she went
biggest one.
when she was hitting that high up. Like they made a TV show about their life, like or about their
Mhm.
family life, which
Yeah,
never watched because it's it's gonna be god awful to even look at. But like they already have enough. They've already like probably set for life from that. To be honest, like you just
Yeah.
in worst case scenario, I mean, you just go the actor route of like making a cameo and getting paid like
Mm.
$10 per video you gotta make, like which is easy.
yeah, yeah.
What's your thoughts on like TikTokers or just regular people doing like OnlyFans, like and just going straight into OnlyFans just for extra money? Like, what's your thoughts on that? What do you think?
It's it is It's a terrible I mean, just well, first of all, I feel like I don't know. A lot of those people don't think about having kids or anything in their life. But imagine,
Mhm.
imagine having a kid and he's
Yeah,
going to class and he's like, "Yo, is this your mom's pussy?" Just like fucking playing on, like god
yeah, it's
awful. Like
terrible.
what are we doing? Like
I mean, if it makes you money in the moment, I could see the appeal from it, but you got to think about it long term
there's an
as
You
well.
appeal,
just
but like
lose all your morals are gone
yeah,
once you do that, in my opinion. Like it's just
you're straight up selling yourself at that point. Which I guess you could say everything's selling yourself at some point, but that is a different way of
yeah,
like here is pictures of me nude. Like that's insane. Like it's just
yeah.
Wait, do you think
T-
do you think there's a difference almost doing straight up like pornography or whatever on OnlyFans or just doing some casual like lingerie photos? Do you think there's like a difference between that or like a moral difference
I
or
don't
just all the
know,
same?
uh
but it's like when is it modeling and then when is it nudity at that point? Probably is my thing on that.
I think when your tits are out, it's definitely nudity.
Well, like I know that, but like that's that line right there is
Yeah,
the OnlyFans.
it's I don't know. It's
It's an interesting culture for sure.
I think once you do it, you
Who's
can't go
buying
back to
it?
your
We
old
should
life.
be
Yeah,
thinking.
that's also a fair point. Is who out there is subscribing to these like
Yeah,
late like sometimes it's like people who are just turning 18 too, and it's like
yeah,
who in their 40-year-old mind is doing that? Because I mean, let's be honest,
it,
no one
yeah.
young's buying that shit. It's always some like 40-year-old
It's
dude with
old
health
people,
problem,
bro.
like
Like
some weird
Chrissy's
dude.
See,
manager at Chipotle,
Yeah, just
and
weird
like
people.
people like that, just
have you seen
so weird.
the Bop House controversy with that one girl or whatever? I
Oh,
forgot her name.
I don't know, but wasn't it some
Um,
like
What was the
17-year-old or
controversy?
something?
yeah, she's 17, and everyone is saying like her mom has everything set up for her OnlyFans to be launched like the day she turns 18. It's just it happens a lot, and
Crazy,
like
yeah,
What
for
the
celebrities
heck?
and
wild.
stuff. It's crazy,
But that's just
and
pedophilia at that point. I mean,
pretty much.
Yeah, that's terrible.
which I mean, speaking of it, it's funny that most of the pedophile dudes are the guys that are like 40, 50 with like some with mental health problems, and some of them just like really old people like that. Like,
Yeah, horny
fin the
people.
fucking the stereotype of like an old weird pedophile dude.
Yeah, can't get no play,
But speaking of them, have you been seeing the guys that are just like beating up pedophiles in stores?
dude. It's
I
awesome to watch.
I've
The one where he gets thrown up
the
in
alley oop, yeah,
midair,
alley oop hit
dude.
on a pedophile might be the craziest thing I've
I don't
seen.
know. Sometimes it makes me
Just
miss the days of like Chris Hansen. We just walk into a room. He's like, "So,
Nah,
where
man,
you
this is
been? What are you
better.
doing
we've
here?"
upgraded. We're just beating up
Yeah.
Yeah,
pedophile.
this is
You hit him with one, I'm gonna hit you. Two, I'm gonna
yeah,
hit you and then call the police. Three, I'm gonna hit you. We both get arrested, but you get arrested. Where like there's
yeah.
no win for him, which deservingly so. There should not
It's
be a
just good
win.
to know because I think we all know our government doesn't do a great job at stopping stuff like that or doing anything to
Oh,
stop that stuff.
well, half of it is like half of the thing is like it had to have happened already for most of the time for the cops to actually intervene, which
Yeah,
is like
it is just
insane
terrible.
to say. I think that's with
Yeah.
most stalking laws or stuff like that. With stalking is like,
Uh,
oh, do you have proof he was stalking you? And then it's like,
mhm,
well, that's not sound like stupid shit like that.
yeah.
I
And
think if
then
the law, well, like if you have if they have actual evidence of message or something, and if you had the intent of meeting the underage person, like you can go to prison for that. Like
I
it's
think the
still a
issue
crime
is
to
though,
some
like
extent.
if there's only an intent though, that's like a slap on the wrist because he technically
Yeah.
they didn't go.
Yeah,
It's just terrible, all that.
but I'm glad to just the videos of my favorite one might be the I know Gavin's seen it. It's basically some Asian guy with blue shorts gets met up in like a Walmart or Target and he
Yeah,
starts running out. He goes on the ground, has like a full on like 6-year-old tantrum on the ground,
yeah.
then gets into his
He's
like blue Subaru sedan or whatever it is, drives it backwards, hits a curb, makes the car go Rocket League style in the air, like full on totals his
yeah,
car, and then when he
yeah,
tries to run and escape, it gets full on tackled by
tackled.
another guy. Like it's just
Yeah, another guy just watching the instant.
it might be a 13-minute video total, but
It
it's just such worth the watch
it
because
goes
it's
by 3.
yeah, I can watch it for hours. It's just
Uh,
it's
he's
so
like,
good.
I just want my fiber pills. I just need my
Oh,
pooping pills. Like
and yeah, and he's just yelling
it
about
is
how
that guy. Yeah,
he's yelling about how he has constipation the entire time and he needs Pepto Bismol and he's just oh it's
yeah.
he was not getting away with it.
Yeah. The only thing with like the beating up, I don't know. Like, it is justified. But when they're super autistic,
Yeah,
I feel like you catch them, but you have the cops take
you
care of it.
part of you definitely does think when like they're really autistic. You gotta wonder if like how
Yeah.
far the mental health affects this thought process. But then again, most of them are 100% aware of what they're doing. Like
Oh
they
yeah.
know it's
Know what they're
wrong.
bad.
Yeah, they
It's
know
just
it.
that
They know it's wrong.
yeah, for sure. It's terrible, but I don't know if alley-ooping an autistic person is the best
It's still a
way
crime.
to
Like the
go
people
at it.
beating up the people
Yeah,
person like get
no,
fined
it's
somewhat. I'm pretty sure,
but
like
the
or
thing
something.
is,
Yeah.
most of them make enough money. Like I think the thought process behind it is they're making money from the video in the first
The
place
content,
that
yeah.
pays for the bail as well, plus
Dude,
more.
Something like
that just reminded me when who was the one dude that was going around? He's super controversial. It wasn't Fuzi, was it? Or
Uh
was it that he went around to all the pedophiles a bit ago?
oh, I know exactly where he did like the pedophile games where he's made. I know, I forget the name.
That was
I
Fuzi,
think it
right?
is Fuzi. My favorite one was, well, not favorite one, like you know what I mean. But like the funniest
Yeah.
one was like he made a guy who couldn't swim walk a plank over water. And when the guy
Yeah.
falls in, like he just starts drown like blatantly, like he's just making these guys like sacrifice their life, which at that point you got to wonder as the pedophile, are you not smart enough to realize I'm getting arrested either way? Like why don't
Yeah.
just get
Did
arrested
you
right
see the
away?
scandal with all that?
No, what was the
I don't
scandal?
know if it's true. I think they were all actors. Which
mm.
that's just terrible because he's just
Yeah.
using them for views at that point. He's using a terrible
That
situation for views.
it's terrible either way cuz he's just faking it for views and then these actors are just going to be known by their
Are
face
getting
as
punished.
pedophiles. Like
Yeah. And they're getting punished for money.
yeah, like
Like
he's just
it's
paying someone to beat him on the street. Like at that point, some
yeah, it's interesting for sure.
yeah.
Uh, so I think that kind of wraps up our talking segment here. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna have a little show by Tyler and then get
Yeah.
into some drafts
This
here.
is
So
the first Sigma Times podcast and I mean, without further ado, we want to introduce our musical guest, Tyler
yeah.
Duncan.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll hire the
This
microphone
baby.
on my end that way you could hear the strums.
All right. The audio may not be the greatest, but we will see. See. Should I sing?
Yes.
no,
Okay.
no.
Do a little bit
I
do
will.
one without a song and
It-
one with or one with lyrics and one without.
No, the singing messes up like the audio. It
Oh,
picks
yeah,
up
then just
different
start
stuff.
strumming.
Yeah.
All right. Now introducing our musical guest, Tyler Duncan.
Thank you.
Closer to the microphone.
Lovely. That was awesome. Holy crap. Are you gonna do one more?
You know, should I do? Here,
Do that one song you were doing that I recognized.
What? Oh, upside down.
No. It was either Ed Sheeran song or something along those
Oh
lines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, that was
really
really music to the
amazing.
ears.
I loved every moment of that one. And now we are ready for our next category or next segment of the podcast. As I just quickly share my screen here using our
God.
our advanced podcast technology.
Beep, 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 pop, 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 pop.
And as it's loading up here, we got top 5 categories as our usual. We got
Yes, sir. Yes,
drafts.
sir. Yes, sir. The first top 5 is top 5 musical artists.
Wow, this is a
All
great
right.
one. I'm excited for this. Tyler, as our guest for the podcast, you get to take it away with the first draft.
Number 1, we're going off first. All right. My number 1 artist have to be Jack Johnson.
I like the pick. I mean, you
I
did
knew
play
that.
a Jack Johnson song. So
I did.
Yeah.
He's a great artist. He's been around for a while. He's just makes me feel good.
yeah.
Great.
With the second pick of the draft overall, I'm gonna take a guy who's not only a producer, not only a singer, but I think most known as a rapper. I'm gonna take Kanye West off
Kanye
one,
West.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
or
Saw that go.
Ye as he's going by right now. Ye's taking over
Yeah.
a little bit, but
Mhm.
I think Kanye will be back eventually, or we will never see him again as his famous unreleased song. That'll be a sad day. Gavin with the 1 and 2.
I think you guys could take a wild guess here. Give me Bailey Zimmerman.
Yep. I think anyone saw this from 2 miles away.
oh God.
Just quite the guy. You should learn some guitar songs by him, Tyler. He's
Maybe I
a
will.
dog lover. His car is just so hot. He's so hot. His songs are fantastic.
He's a
And then for my number 2, I think I'm gonna have to take, Avenged Sevenfold.
I don't mind the pick. I think Sevenfold's connected.
Bands count, by the way.
Yeah.
Artists, the band, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, you've kind of put me on to Avenged Sevenfold. I used to not listen to them, and now I kind of listen to them pretty frequently.
Is it a band?
It is. They're.
Yeah.
I would define them like heavy rock.
Okay.
I mean, they've got one song that's questionable. It's good, but I mean the lyrics are definitely very iffy. You hear what they're saying.
Especially
You're
for
like,
some songs.
yeah, you hear what they're saying sometimes, and you're like, God, what is this guy going on about? But I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely it's good. It sounds good.
For sure.
For my number 2, I think you're seeing the theme of what I'm going here, and I'm kind of gonna take that theme and go one step further, and I'm gonna just take Travis Scott.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way I take Kanye and not take Travis Scott at the same time. And then Tyler, you got 2 and 3.
I will say Goosebumps is a great song, by the way.
He was good in the Fortnite concert. That was one of my favorites.
Yes, he was. So my number 2 ever is gonna be a great artist, rapper. Rest in peace. He's no longer with us, but he was great while he lasted. It's gonna have to be Juice WRLD. I mean,
Oh.
he's just iconic.
I don't mind the pick.
Number
Lucid
3.
Dreams had the world.
He did. Number 3. I mentioned him before in this little episode. It's gonna be John Mayer. He's just great. Great guitar player, lots of skill, inspiring. Just great.
Yeah. For my 3, I'm kind of gonna hit you all with a curveball here. I don't think it's a surprise, but it's a curveball based on my list. Give me Ariana Grande.
Oh shit.
Doesn't fit my current
one.
list, but it's definitely deserves to be in my list. That's for sure.
I could cook up a very good list here in terms of diversity. I'm gonna take Bruno Mars.
Oh, good pick.
Here I have the best country artist, the best rock, and the best pop right there. That's that right there is.
But
and then my
sadly,
4.
you'll never have the best rap.
Should I put my favorite rapper on here?
I mean, you can always wait till 5 because you know it'll be open. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah. That threw me a little. You know what? Give me Lil Wayne. I don't care.
Oh shit.
That was not on my list, but it's a good pick. And now, man, now I got to dig a little deeper in the brain here to what I listen to. Just got to think. Uh, I'm just trying to think of music artists I've listened to pretty recently. You know what? I have to take it. Give me Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh shit. Pretty iconic.
Yeah. I liked his new album. I like his old albums. It's a good artist. And I think I know what I'm gonna take for 5 too. I don't unless it gets taken.
I might. All right. For my number 4, I'm gonna have to go with an iconic. He's been around for a while. He's been in the game. He's a man of all skills. It's gonna have to be KSI. I mean, he's
Okay.
just
A left field take, and I like it.
I like to think of it.
You could have had me bet on it, and I don't think I would have bet KSI making any of the lists.
Yeah, never in a million years.
KSI's songs are good whether or not he has a good feature on them most of the time.
Yeah. Then you're 5,
Oh,
Tyler.
number 5. All right. I think he's another guy who's been around for a while. He's in the game since he was a child. It's gonna have to be Justin Bieber, JB. I mean, what?
Justin
It's gonna have
Bieber.
to be Justin
Jake
Bieber.
Paul, it's every day, bro.
That's a Justin Bieber now is Justin Bieber when he was a kid I think was god awful to hear. Now he's fine.
Yeah.
Now he's actually normal. He's kind of like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like if he was always Kid Leroy and not like the young Juice Bieber or
Yeah.
Justin Bieber. For my 5, yeah, I'm gonna round out my list being all rappers and Ariana Grande just to make it even funnier. I think it's just the ideal list. I'm gonna take Tyler the Creator. I recently
Never really
listened to his whole
listened to
discography, and I mean, I don't like there's like I pick and choose some of his older songs, but I listen to all his songs, and I mean, ever
Not
since
a crazy fan of him, to be honest.
ever since Call Me When You Get Lost, I think all the songs are just bangers. They're good.
All right.
And then following up, the one, the only Tyler Creator, I'll take Jelly Roll.
I think we're seeing a theme of. I mean, well, me and Gavin have a theme. Tyler, I don't know what the theme of your list is. It's
Mostly J's.
yeah.
You a little outlier.
You fit all J's in KSI.
KSI. Unreal. What's your favorite KSI song?
Fuck. What's the one? Like the music video was in a mountain or something.
Oh, I knew
no,
that
it
one.
was-
That's a Really
check it out.
Love.
Yes, that one.
And
Or something
here
along
is
those
our
lines.
final list.
That one actually was good. I will give KSI that
Yes.
one.
He has an occasional, like it's like a one in very few that he drops that are good.
Yeah. Top 5 artists of all time? Never.
No. Probably farthest from it. If you get creators, I would give you like celebrity creators, then KSI's in a category. Because realistically, I mean, the fact his fame got him to like Britain's Got Talent is actually insane.
Yeah.
He's got to be up there with one of the best YouTube boxers, though. He's got just iconic. He's pretty iconic in the YouTube boxing.
Dude, him
space.
beating Logan Paul just.
The whole him and Logan Paul fights were just because I mean they were huge.
I almost couldn't sleep for the rematch
Yeah.
after he won. I was so.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was the time Logan Paul was super disliked too.
Yeah. It was probably one of the most. I remember watching it at home, like just watching Logan Paul come out and his like. I mean, obviously, just stupid ass like out like their walkouts. They try to look tough and they're the dumbest things you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Like
he tried to claim all of America, like, bro, we don't mess with you at all.
KSI coming out to a chariot might be the funniest shit I've seen. Like, just you do not look tough in this at all. Oh, but that was the artist category, and then Gavin, what is the next top 5?
This is gonna be a different type of one. We're doing fast food items, but there will be restrictions on each number. So, one, we're doing appetizer.
Oh yeah.
First thing you get, a little appetizer.
And I get the one to start off. So.
Or actually, wait, it's fast food, isn't it?
Yeah, just do restaurants.
Appetizer
at this point.
doesn't really. Restaurants, appetizer.
Restaurant
That's how I
appetizer. I'm trying to think now because I definitely was okay. Yeah, so restaurants, just do all food. Restaurants, including fast food as well. Uh,
Yeah.
Appetizer, I personally love them. I'm gonna take Red Robin pretzel bites.
Good. I think Tyler's only been to what, 3 restaurants?
That is not true. That is not true.
Panera does not count, Tyler. I'll take Texas Roadhouse
Oh, good,
fried pickles.
good pick.
Okay.
I don't mind it. Good pick. Tyler with your one.
I got the Chili's mozzarella sticks are pretty good.
He's
Mozzarella
laughing
sticks.
because that's like the only restaurant he's ever been to.
No, it's not.
And
I've
then
been to plenty.
Tyler, you'll have the 2. Gavin, you want to tell us what the 2 is gonna be?
The 2 is gonna be your drink, your bev.
Drink. Let's think. I'm gonna have to go with McDonald's Fanta. That's pretty good.
It's not a bad pick. It's not terrible. Gavin with your 2.
I'll take rum chata. No, I'm joking.
What?
I'm
I
taking
was a little out of nowhere.
I'm joking. I'll take the Shamrock Shake.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Is that really a drink though? That's more ice
We're
cream. if you really
just
think
pretend like
about
he's
it.
not talking.
What?
Tell me what to do.
With my 2, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm a Coke fan. I'll take McDonald's Coke. Easily the best Coke you could get.
For sure.
And then what's our 3?
Our 3 is a side.
A side.
God.
This might be more fast food based, but
Fast food sides. Yeah. Yeah, I think sides. I just think of like fast food because I mean sides at restaurants are kind of typically
you got like your
terrible.
salads.
Yeah.
Like I know Ryan loves his salads and soups, but
I think, I mean, usually my personal favorite side is gonna have to be cheese curds, and I do like. I still like the Culver's cheese curds. I know you guys say that
They're
they
fire.
changed and they're not as good. I still
No, they're
appreciate it.
fire.
No, I didn't even put cheese curd. I think I put Culver's twice.
Who doesn't love cheese, you know?
They're a good pick. I mean, I enjoy them.
I'll take Portillo's. Nope, no, Culver's fries. Sorry.
No.
Culver's fries are better, but they're close. They're very similar.
I don't know. I give their cheese curds. There's a reason they're more.
I think for me, I have to go with Panera Bread. I mean, it's just a classic. It's a classic.
I know a fast food place with the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Panara? What the hell is Panara?
I fixed it.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
Gavin, what's our 4s?
Our 4 is the main course meal.
I'm excited to see what Tyler's
God.
is.
Tyler's.
Oh, I'm going off right. Okay. Main course meal. I think I'm just gonna have to go with a classic chicken tenders. I mean, who doesn't love chicken tenders?
From where, Tyler?
Oh,
Chili's chicken
shit.
tenders.
No, shut up. I'm not.
Well, Panera doesn't sell it.
I'm have to go with Cane's chicken tenders.
I don't like it.
Actually,
Yeah.
wait. Go back.
Chicken.
Jewel
sauce.
Osco chicken tenders.
I don't like that. I don't like
No,
that.
no, that's more, Tyler.
They're fire.
The summon that nobody wanted. Oh
You were better off with Cane's.
Jewel Osco.
Oh, Gavin, with your 4. It can't get worse.
Okay, this is just me personally. I don't care what people think. I'm gonna take that 12-ounce New York strip steak from Texas Roadhouse. 12 ounce. You could just put steak from
It has to be the 12-ounce one.
That's
it has
a
to
good
be the
pick.
New York strip. It's so good.
Texas Roadhouse just has a way of making a really good steak. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I hate that we have it before functions every time because I can't eat much or I'll
Yeah,
throw it up.
it's it's insane. It isn't. It tastes. I had it
I love
recently last weekend when my mom came up, and man, it's. I will always get steak at Texas Roadhouse. The portion size may
Yeah,
change, but I'm getting a steak each time.
sure.
For my entree, man, I don't. This is tough. I'm trying to see what'll fit my menu, fit my fit my thing here. I don't know. It's already all over the place. I think I'll go with. You know what? I'm gonna take the just give me a classic Chick-fil-A sandwich, spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich, just to clarify.
Okay.
It's good.
I'll put Chick-fil-A here real
Okie
quick.
Chick-fil-A fries. Kind of forgot about that. Chick-fil-A fries are so good.
I would take them over Culver's fries, honestly. Honestly, Chick-fil-A fries might be up there for one of the best fries. You got to
Yeah.
take into account
I think they're
the
changing it though.
you got to take into account the waffle and the regular ones, but I mean the waffle
And
there.
then dipping it into their Chick-fil-A sauce.
Exact. I mean the sauce is just elite. And then
Where's
Gavin, what's our
the
5?
Dessert.
Hmm. Uh, man, this is a. See, I'm not a dessert person, so this is where I definitely am out of touch.
Yeah.
But
I think we're all a little out of touch on this
No,
one.
I'm not.
Tyler's not.
but you know what? There is something I have or I'll have often enough. I'll take the mint Oreo concrete mixer from Culver's. I don't think you could go wrong with it.
She makes me hungry.
Mine's very similar to yours. Mine's actually not very similar, but it's a concrete mixer from Culver's. But it's chocolate ice cream and cookie dough.
Yeah, I like the pick. Let's just copy this over. I mean, at this point.
Me and Tyler actually just got that the other day and they messed it up.
What was it? What was the total concrete mixer?
Chocolate cookie dough.
What did they give you? Like they gave you vanilla or something?
They gave me like vanilla with like a little side of cookie dough.
For me, I think I'm just gonna have to go classic vanilla. Vanilla. Oh wait, frosty. Vanilla frosty.
The
Vanilla
worst of the
Frosty.
Frosties.
No, it's not.
The plainest.
It's the best one.
Yeah,
It's a list. It's a great list, Tyler. I really like it.
Yes.
yeah.
And then here is our final top 5 of our basically top 5 fast food or restaurant menu.
And this is why whenever me and Tyler leave for lunch, we end up BK.
Yeah. I had BK today too. They got dropped off at valet.
Did you?
It was a great.
Oh, I did see your story.
Yeah, it
they
was
got
very pleasant.
They got a $5 duo, which actually looking back, that was not worth $5.
No, it was.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a scam.
it's probably worth like $6 realistically without the deal. Okay, so for our next one, we're gonna do top 3 ice cream flavors, and
Oh shit.
I think we could guess Tyler's off of what he just
What?
said.
Yeah,
No.
but Gavin, you do start us off here.
All right, I'll take cookie dough. Cookie dough ice cream.
Bro, I want ice cream now.
And then I'll just change this list up real quick because it's ordered wrong. But Tyler, you're up next.
I will take number 1. Chocolate peanut butter cup. Chocolate peanut butter cup.
Kind of a surprising pick here.
Is it?
I mean,
Just wait till he hits you with the caramel pecan.
What?
I'm gonna take. You know, I'm not a huge ice cream guy, so this is definitely a disadvantaged list here. I'll just take. You know what? I don't mind mint. Give me mint. Mint's not bad unless there's someone in your ear telling you it tastes like toothpaste. It doesn't.
Tastes like exactly. That's what I told.
Mint
Tyler,
is
remember
overrated.
Mr. Frantz said he didn't like Shamrock Shake? I'm like, he's definitely the guy that tells you it tastes like
Yeah.
toothpaste.
Yeah, it tastes fine until someone's
It's
like,
overhated.
yeah, it's a good, it's class, it's a solid staple. I mean,
It is good.
and then Gavin, you got 2 again.
I'm taking. Everybody hated it, and it's okay because I'm myself, and I'm taking Blue Moon ice cream.
Yes.
Actually, it's Tyler on my side here. This might be better.
No, it's good.
It's a choice.
You
For
throw some
me,
marshmallows into it.
oh, no. But I will go with French vanilla. Specifically the French one.
I clarified French vanilla for you. There's no worries
Alright.
here. We're back.
Clarified.
And it reminded me that I had Tyler's mic pretty up high until now. So I just lowered it. But oh man, for my 2, you know what? It'd be a shame if I didn't take it. This might be more controversial than Superman, because realistically, or than Blue Moon, I'm taking Superman. Maybe it's
Blue
just
Moon's
Superman.
the better version of Superman.
no. I'm saying Superman might be controversial because I mean it might be colored vanilla, but it's elite. Put some colors in my ice cream, man.
You know, I'm thinking specifically Foxy's for this one. Coffee flavored ice cream. I know Tommy's not a fan of ice cream. Tyler's right now, but coffee flavored ice cream I can mess with. I like it.
See, I'm just not a fan of coffee entirely, so I don't think I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, for a classic flavor that's everywhere, cookies and cream. We just love cookies and cream.
Solid one.
Yeah. I didn't really like it as a kid, to be honest, but now I'm starting to like it a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good take. And then I'm on my last one. This we're not having, like, any ice cream that I particularly like. It's definitely hurting me.
Nobody's taking chocolate yet.
I don't really like it. I'm not gonna lie. Call it controversial.
Jeez.
Not a fan of it.
Sherbet ice cream?
You know what? No, but it reminded me of another one.
Huh.
Whatever the like orange creamsicle ice cream is. I know there's a specific ice cream version
Orange
of it.
cream?
Yeah, orange cream. I enjoy that one. That's pretty good.
What about as a kid those annoying push pop things?
Oh, no
You had to
shit.
wait like 30 minutes for them to slightly defrost.
It's entirely frozen. You're stuck like putting all your force on. You bend the
Your
straw
hands
and
get
it's
all
over.
sticky. It's terrible.
Then it's just
Never-
inconvenient to eat. Like you're just holding it up to your
Yeah.
mouth at that point. Like.
Terrible, yeah.
But here is the list of top 3 ice creams. And now, Gavin, you want to introduce the last one we got going here?
Sure. I just pulled up my GTA. So good. Our next top 3 is top 3 holidays.
Oh.
Top 3.
And
We're not
Tyler,
supposed to pick
you do
Alright.
start with the 1 this time.
Oh boy.
number 1. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to take it right away. It's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be Christmas Day.
Controversial.
I had to take it.
It is controversial because am I next?
Yeah, you could go next.
I'm taking Christmas Eve.
Cool.
Oh.
I like it.
As a kid, Christmas Eve.
I think Christmas Eve beats out Christmas in a way. I mean, the possibilities.
Really? Yeah.
What
The
could you get to what
anticipation.
you do get?
Yeah. You get past like 5 on Christmas, start just kind of getting sad a little bit.
And then for my 1, I'm gonna take the polar opposite. I'm gonna take July 1st. Or July 4th. Sorry, not first.
July. I was like,
I don't know why I
holiday
went
is
first.
July?
I was thinking my number 1, and I was like,
Big
1,
July 1st.
4th.
Yeah. Dude, it's such a good holiday though.
The July Eve
God, I
of
love
July 4th. No,
Yeah.
the July 4th. And then,
Such a good holiday.
and then Tyler, you're up with the 2 again.
I think. I think I'm gonna be a good heart today. Mother's Day. Love your mothers.
I don't like the pick at all.
What?
Terrible pick.
Throwaway pick.
Love your mothers.
Kevin with
Give
the
me
2.
Thanksgiving.
Now we're back on pace.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think we've hit, in my opinion, there was a big 3 in holidays. I think it's July, Christmas, And give me 2. Give me Easter.
Easter.
I think that bunny coming down, delivering, just hiding eggs. I mean, he's simple. He's to the playbook, and I like it.
Mischievous fella.
And then Tyler, your
Movie
last
Hop
pick.
being played.
And
I mean,
every
take
year.
it. It's gonna be Halloween. It's just
Oh,
it's
good
just
pick. Good pick.
a great time of the year.
Slipped my mind.
A little cold out, but it's fine.
Now we get to more kind of extravagant ones. I'm trying to think here. I'll send it to the board with this one. Do we classify the last day of school as a holiday?
I could give it to you if you want it. If you want that day, because I'm not taking
I don't want the controversy there, but that is
Well,
genuinely
let me just tell you, my pick might have controversy if you want that one.
fine. Because if you have any thought, I'll take that then.
All right.
And if you have anything to say about that, you think of a holiday that you truly care about at this point.
Then I'm gonna send my pick to the board here, and go ahead, tell me, can I take birthday on the board?
Birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your birthday, I feel
I
like
don't-
that's an elite up there.
birthdays also low key have their really bad cons though.
They do. I think maybe as a guy, most birthdays are just like chill. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think just it's the I don't have to. I'm not expected to do anything. I can do
Exactly.
whatever
The
I
dinner.
want that day. Yeah, you're always, the nice birthday sit down dinner. It's a great meal. You could be eating shit honestly, and it's a great meal because you're just like, you know what? It's my birthday. I don't care. But here is our top 3 holidays, and
Did I
that
ever mention my brother's last pick for his birthday?
I'm interested.
Golden Corral.
Wow,
Golden Corral.
Terrible. Worst pick of
it's
history.
a pick, man. It's
I went to Chili's for mine, and I got the whole staff singing "Happy Birthday" to me.
I was there. He had his
Yes, he
entire
was
family there. I usually go out like 4 by. It was his 18th though.
I think my family everyone repeated 18 times that, man, your friend's tall. 18
Yeah.
times separate times. But they got their point
Tyler,
across.
you think Tyler's dad is very funny?
Oh, yeah, sure.
but
I don't know if
that
I could agree.
I mean, with that, I mean, we got what's the last or our game of the pod coming up here, right?
Yeah. Do we want to take a quick break?
I think it's a good thing to toss it to a quick break here while we load up everything. So we will be right back with our game of the pod.
Welcome back, guys. For the game of the pod today, we're going to be doing Who Did It for our first.
Can I take
Set
OJ
of-
Simpson?
We have here.
What?
We have this.
Oh, and for those who don't know, essentially, what is it, Gavin? You just got mugshots and you've put the crime next to it.
Yeah, essentially.
All right, Tyler, we're working together here to get the best score we can.
Yeah.
So it's in random order. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys can tell me, and I can move it so you guys can kind of see it.
There's literally no thought here. Oh my
Okay,
god. They all look like a criminal.
I have and for some reason I'm thinking of one right away.
Go ahead.
Theft goes with the 4th person. I don't know. That's what I'm getting.
I don't mind it. I don't mind the take. I think we'll leave it there for now while we go around.
Yes. All right.
I'm looking at there's one that committed battery on a law officer. I'm just trying to think of who would commit battery.
Either the first one,
Yeah.
or the last one. That's what
I'm feeling like the last one did the least amount. Like she doesn't look like she.
Yeah.
The others
Maybe
look
we
like
switch
they
up
meant
the
it.
theft with that, but
I think. You know what? I think we move aggravated to the first one.
Aggravated
Okay.
first one.
Yeah. And low key, I feel like the white dude had cocaine.
Yeah.
I feel like he looks like he's just selling cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the theme of this all is they all have like dreads. That's just essentially the theme of this mugshot.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
What?
Who's theft and
I'm-
who's dealing in stolen property?
I feel like
Do we
I
switch
feel like the
two?
guy might be. Yeah, I like to switch it. I think he might
Okay.
be. or I think blonde dreads might have stolen,
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
and I think she's stealing and stolen property. She looks like a really shitty landlord, or like she
Yeah.
just stole. Yeah, you switch them around, Gavin. Switch stealing and theft.
What? Oh, possession of controlled substance. Is that what we believe in for the last one?
Well, that's true.
I think.
Do you think she maybe had like some pill? I feel like that could be like something light.
Or
Like
what
maybe
about?
you had like some over the counter or like some
Mhm.
over the counter pills or something.
I think this is good.
I wanna lock in. I think we get at least one here. I think we get two. I think we get two right.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at?
You guys are looking at
Oh
0.
my god.
What?
What's the correct?
Yeah.
What's correct?
That's the correct
Oh.
order there.
Cocaine, theft.
No, we got the theft, dude. We got theft, right? We're at one.
Oh, you did.
We're at
Yep, I'm
one.
sorry about
We're
that.
on the board,
You guys
Tyler.
did get one.
Let's go.
1 out of 5.
Possession of- No, we got the middle dude, right?
No.
Oh wait, no. Or we switch. Never mind.
Yeah, it was cocaine possession.
Okay.
This is the next set.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is.
Leaving the scene of an accident. Reckless driving. Meth possession.
Oh my god. This is gonna be impossible. This is.
Okay. I think the firearm dude, unlawful use of a firearm. Second dude. I don't know why. I think we just
You just
start
got a
off with
hunch?
something random. Start off with something random and then go from there. I feel like
I don't mind it.
That's the play. Useful or unlawful.
I'm trying to
Okay,
look for an
leaving
because I feel like the dude who left an accident probably has like some injury. No.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want
maybe.
to say the dude squinting left the accident. Like you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like he got hit in the head a little bit and left.
Something like that. He looks scared, maybe. A little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
maybe,
He
like-
looks like he just. Yeah, give the dude with the winking. Put him leaving scene of accident.
Hmm. What about the first dude? I can't really. I don't know. Maybe I think the first dude's something with a drug, possession of a drug. The first guy.
I don't know
I
what
don't know.
paraphernalia mean. Drug paraphernalia?
Paraphernalia. Paraphernalia.
What is that? Like he had the drug still?
Yeah, it's just a type of drug. I think.
I think it's
Yeah.
just a fancy way to say possession of drugs.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think okay. What do you think the first dude's meth, or do you think the third guy?
I'm low key. I'm starting to
Some-
think the second guy was meth. He just looks
Second
very
guy.
scrawny. I feel like that's the what happens when you have
Yeah.
meth. If you want to, I feel like the first dude might have the firearm.
Yeah. Right.
And I think the last dude's safe reckless driving. That just I feel like he drove reckless. You know, he's
The last dude looks like a baby face, almost like not very tough.
which I
think.
feel like why reckless driving would be for him. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
he was speeding pretty ridiculously.
Mm,
I kind of want to leave it at this, honestly. I don't mind this.
yeah, meth possession. Okay, I think pretty good. Leaving the scene of an accident.
I want to lock it in,
All right.
Tyler. You want to lock it in?
Yes.
All right, we're locked
Yes.
in.
I'll tell you guys this. You have 2 right.
Okay, one better than last
Do you want to
time.
make any changes before we go on, or just keep it?
That kind of I feel like it ruins it almost. If we
Yeah,
know it.
I feel like we'll actually
Yeah.
ruin our last two, honestly. This could be 50-50. Just give it to
Okay.
us straight here. What do we got?
First one's
So
So you guys
right.
got this guy right, and you guys got reckless driving right.
Nice. See, I
Okay.
would have switched the dude with the firearm. I would have switched the guy we got right which
Mm,
we would have brought down. Okay, so now we're 3 out of
Not bad.
we're 3 out of 10. We're doing pretty good. Our
I
average
think
is
this
going
next
up.
one's pretty interesting here.
All right, I'm ready.
What did they steal?
Oh, okay. All right.
what?
I feel like we should start with the cologne, because I feel like the middle dude would steal the cologne. I feel like Versace Euros is like your
Yeah.
average 20-year-old white guy cologne to steal.
Mm,
And I'm just going off it's a men's cologne.
yeah.
If a woman stole it, I'd be surprised. I mean, maybe it was like steal it as a gift or steal it for like a friend or just to sell.
Yeah. Okay, Okay, my question is, how the hell do you get a mugshot for stealing a Reese's peanut butter cup? What the?
Maybe
don't
maybe it
wanna
got
know.
aggravated. Maybe like it went a little crazier
Yeah.
after.
Who do you think is the peanut butter cup? I don't. I think it's either the first. I think it's the first lady. I don't know why. I'm getting peanut butter cup.
I
Something with the peanut butter cup.
Yeah, give that first lady peanut butter cup. I want to leave the Lego set for that woman because I feel like maybe she's got a kid
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, I'll steal it for my kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The
I know you could
dove.
sell the set or you could steal to sell
Yeah.
Legos, but I kind of want to leave it at this. Honestly, I like where it's at right now.
The Dove lotion goes with that guy. The
He was
Subway
he needed
sandwich.
some lotion to personally use.
Yeah, something.
Right here.
I'm
I
ready to
think we're
lock
good.
in. I'm ready to lock in.
Yeah.
All right. I will tell you guys. You guys got one right.
What?
It was peanut butter cup.
Peanut butter cup. That was the only one we were like, yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad if anyone it
I
was
mean-
peanut butter cup, but
In my opinion, the middle dude looks like a Lego set stealer for sure.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
Dove
I kind of thought the dude with the euros. I thought that was a girl. I'm not gonna. So I kind of was like, I wrote them off. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's-
that's we're 4 for 15. We're doing pretty good.
And now for the last and final one.
All right, oh,
What?
this looks like it's at home. Okay.
What? Road rage, unlawful use of a gun, stalking to the first degree, beating with a minor.
Oh, okay. Assault of a riot office assault of a riot at the
What?
feminist protest. Can I put it to those two handsome gentlemen on the bench? I think they just look
Okay.
like they were up to no good.
Okay.
And they just, they strike me as, like, that.
Yes.
Now this is where it gets tough.
Stalking to the first degree.
Oh, I think we move that to the model with the glasses stalking to the first degree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I saw him on Vogue once.
Something like that.
I saw him
that's
on
where
my
I
local
think that's where the
police station.
picture is from is Vogue.
Or Time Magazine or something like that. I don't exactly
Can
remember,
I think Road Rage should go to the first dude. I feel like that
but
makes
first dude, yeah.
Look at
Okay.
that. I mean, he just looks like a Road Rage kind of.
What about the gun though? I don't know. Fire.
It's something about the comb over. I kind of want to put the gun.
The gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at that guy with the tote bag. That kind of just.
Yeah.
That looks
That
like your
would leave this
stereotype.
guy with this though.
Yeah.
something him
Look-
with underage.
It's.
Yeah.
I think that's the picture where he got caught. To be honest.
Something. Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like a public setting. meeting
Yeah.
Someone,
I'm gonna lock
He
this in.
looks scared.
I'm gonna lock this in.
Yes.
And you guys are 5 for 5.
9 for 20.
my-
Oh, we just hit a record.
Way to end that one. Wow.
Wow, that was a great one.
Do you know who the
Never
dude
been
on the very
done.
left is?
No.
That's our boss's father.
What?
Yeah.
And then Gavin, you're
He's a nice guy.
Wow, that was a great game. We hit a total 9 for 20. And you know what?
Jeez.
The last one was a bonus we were probably gonna get right round.
Yeah.
But that
I mean,
was
it's pretty obvious who the feminists in there were.
yeah, I mean, you could just tell them from a mile away who they are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The PETA one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
they just line up, their stars meant to connect.
Mhm.
But
exactly.
that was the game of the pod, and it's come to that favorite time of the pod. I mean, I love it. I think everyone does. Let's get to it, Gavin. Introduce it.
Does grilled chicken go with ranch? I think it's basic knowledge, yes.
No.
Want to elaborate why?
No.
You want to elaborate?
I believe ranch is an overused condiment dressing type thing. Like no one, I feel like it's used too much. I don't understand the love with ranch. Like it's so
Pretty good.
It's so heavy and so watery, like in everything. That's every dressing,
mean,
but that one specifically.
I think it just
don't
depends on your ranch at that point. I'm gonna
Mhm.
personally say I
Yeah.
think it. I mean, the logic I go on here is it just. I mean, it does. It works. Grilled chicken. It's just. I mean, your stereotypical plain grilled
Chicken
chicken.
wraps.
Yeah, chicken wraps. It's common to
It,
have some ranch in a chicken wrap, which makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, it stacks up to the logic of
yeah.
ranch and grilled chicken. I can admit that I think choosing to dip it specifically in ranch could be a little odd. I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like
out
out
of
of all
everything,
I think, but that's not the question. Is it like the best topping to have on it? It's more, is it acceptable to do? And I think it's
it
acceptable.
is 100% acceptable. I
I
wouldn't blink an eye if I saw it happen,
No,
to be
yeah,
honest.
exactly. Would I? I mean, I don't know if it would be my first go to put grilled chicken straight in a ranch, but it's
Yeah.
definitely on my top three list of what
I
to
can,
dip it in.
I guess I can
Just
agree. It's not weird to do it, but it's just I'm not a big fan of ranch personally. That's just my take.
That's understandable.
But
yeah. I actually haven't had a grilled chicken sandwich in a long time, and I'm a big fan of grilled chicken
Mhm.
sandwiches.
Yeah, I can kind of say the same for wraps. I usually like a chicken wrap, and it's been a sec since I've had it. I feel like it's just one of those, like, you go out to a restaurant thing to have, like you're out and you're like, oh, they got a grilled chicken wrap, I'll have that, or just along that line.
At our local water park that me and Tyler worked at over the summer, they actually had a good grilled chicken burger.
they did.
I don't know if you ever had it. It was actually really good.
They did have good food, but
I mean,
it's still water
I've
park.
heard
It's
stories
super
of the.
expensive.
I mean, how was it working in that kitchen of a water park?
It's fun for the most part. I mean, little
All the
hectic.
management hated Tyler, but
No, they did not. They just had thought I was different.
yeah. Uh, Realistically, is it the best job out there? Absolutely not. It's probably on the lower end. But I mean, like we did that summer into sophomore year. So we started sophomore year with like 3, 4 grand. We met a lot of people. It was fun. You got a lot of
Mhm.
hours, a lot of money from it anyways.
You
Were
did.
the working situation great? No.
It's Yeah, it's definitely one of those where like it's your first job kind of thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit, I got money actually. And then
Yeah.
I mean, you get another one, you're like, wow. Like I mean, working as a lifeguard, holy, they put so much responsibility on you unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
guarding the wave pool might be the most stressful thing I think I do. And they're like, oh my god. And I mean, I don't haven't even gone on the stories of it. Just I've had two
Yeah.
saves in my career as a lifeguard. I'm leaving it at that. I saved a large, overweight 13-year-old kid, like child. My God, did I struggle on that? I was just, I told her, like, it
Yeah.
was, it was one of those, like,
Battle.
well, like, they have the stupid rules. Like, there's a line, and it's like, past the line, there's like no life jackets behind this line. So, like, if you're wearing a life jacket, you don't have it. So, she's going past that line, and like, my supervisor's there, so I have to actually apply the rules. Normally, I didn't, and I got yelled at once or twice for it, because, like, I'm not blowing my whistle and yelling at a kid in Lazy River. Like that shit's stupid.
Yeah.
But like this girl's like she's going by with the life jacket and they're all there. So I'm like, if I don't do it, someone's gonna blow their whistle at me to do it. Which I'm like, all right, why am I getting lifeguard haze to do it? So I do it. I point. I'm like, hey, you can't have a life jacket. Fucking dumbass is like, let me just take it off, and goes past it. The waves start. She just starts drowning immediately. I have to go in, and I'm like, oh my god, just like get on the fucking like the life like the support. Like Jesus Christ, that
Do you have to
happened.
swim her out of like the mile or like the half a mile long wave pool too?
Well,
Or
they
do you go
shut
up the
they shut they
ladder?
shut the waves off, but like no, I'm like, well at that point we get to
Yeah.
the part where you start touching, and it's like okay, you're walking
Okay,
your
yeah.
ass up there. You're a little too much. You might be 13, but you're weighing 300. You're not going like carried up there.
Did they start cheering for you?
Oh, they started applauding. I started
You
shaking
got an
hands.
award. Yeah.
It was always so dumb too, because you would save a person. They're
There was
like, "Oh, you could get a
tears.
little bead. You could get a little bead that says you saved
Oh,
someone on your
I
thing."
saved a life.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had two beads on my whistle. That's how cool I was. The
I would
second
say
bead came from the funniest thing because it was a for some reason as a Christian water park they host an all boys Jewish camp. Makes no sense. I don't get it. But the funnier part is no females could work
They
during
don't.
it. So not
no
only do they host an
females.
all Jewish boys camp, they kick off every woman lifeguard there. So it's like maybe 13 dudes that have, so like if you're a guy and you're working there, essentially you are scheduled like as a lifeguard. Like I don't think there was
Hmm,
anyone that got the day off really. And I worked the wave pool for the entire 2-hour event and
yeah.
none of them could swim. I don't know what it was. Like, you just see like they all they all come in. None of them could swim, so like they just start piling in a line, and they're all playing like this game of chicken, like who could get closest to the line without drowning. And one kid's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna win this game," and goes head under, starts drowning, and it's just like, well, first of all, like me and a supervisor are staring at him. I'm like, "Do I go in? Like, do I save him?" Because like he's like, "Well, I'll just put my hand up," and he's waving to us, like he's waving like,
Yeah.
"Hello up there," like while he's drowning in the water. And we're just staring there like, oh, do I go in? Do I not? I mean, eventually the
Send the
dude's like, just,
supervisor in.
yeah, the supervisor's like, all right, just go in. And I do my whistle, I blow in, I jump in, I get the kid out. Dead ass, he's blue in the face. I've never been more scared because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to actually do my training. I'm about to have to put like CPR, and just like, luckily he starts coming to. He's like, he like spits out a bit of water,
Yeah.
comes to, and I'm like, oh
Dude,
my.
I'd be so scared to take the
Yeah.
responsibility of that. To be honest.
I know once when the only time that something happened, I think when I was working, is maybe like a seizure. I think there was there was like maybe 1 or 2 heat strokes that happened, or like
Oh yeah, he's
yeah, like stuff like that. But nothing. I think the scariest was a guy had a seizure in the wave pool, but it was like he didn't drown and start seizing. He just had a seizure, so you had to get him out and put him on the ground and let him rest. So nothing insane. But man, if that little boy like just started, like if I didn't see a pulse or he didn't do anything, oh my god, I would have panicked so bad. But the thing is, I think they're meant to, like, the supervisors would kick you off the scene once you get them to land.
They give him CPR.
Yeah, I think it's like you're there until you're kicked off by someone who's been around for a while.
Yeah, realistically, you should have a trained professional there at all times to go run anywhere they need to be.
But I mean,
I don't never really trust 15-year-olds trying to save my life or something.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, they make the wave pool 16, but realistically, that's not an age jump to make it more qualified.
No.
That's the qualification of a license for driving, not anything else. But I definitely have more stories I could go on about that. I mean, I just had to quickly share because that is just too insane.
Yeah. We always saw when shit was hitting the fan because one of the restaurants was right by the nurse's office. It's like we'd be sitting there and there'd be a family mourning out there because their dad just had a heat stroke.
And then you guys come up and you're like, here's a bucket of fries.
Free food? Are you serious? It's a water park.
There's a couple times where I'm like almost on heat stroke. There's a couple times where I'm almost on the ground, about to die of heat stroke while I'm working. I was like,
that's what I've heard is there was no AC ever in those in the buildings.
So much heat.
But
Loki, they were kind of chill with you sitting in the fridge every once in a while, though, and it's like.
But you know it's bad when like you have to get the okay to be in the fridge to cool down. Oh, there's so much to go on about it. It's an interesting job. It's definitely like a first job that you don't go back to. Like in the time of doing it, you don't think it's that bad, and then you get like any other job, and you realize like I don't have as much responsibilities as they made me have for less to pay there.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I think it's terrible because they pay you like it's a normal job. They should pay you. That should be like a 20 an hour job at that point.
And Rachel Wade's giving you $9 an hour or some shit, whatever it was.
It
was insane.
Bad.
But that was it was a great pod, lovely pod we had going on here.
It was good. Oh. Yeah.
Tyler,
I think we're hitting about 1 a week here now.
Yeah,
I think that's a good rate.
I think that's a good pace. We finally reached our pace here, which is good. Tyler, any words you have for our thousands and thousands of listeners?
I'd say follow your dreams.
It's great. And then I mean, I only have one thing. One thing that I have to say is just I think this Mr. Frantz guy's a cuck. Gavin, you wanna close out the pod for us?
You know, fuck Mr. Frantz. Fuck everything he loves. Fuck his cuckold wife. But that will conclude episode 7 with Tyler Duncan. We appreciate you having us. We're gonna be signing off, and we have some great ones coming to you. Some great ideas. So we will see you. SigmaTimes out.
What if the years turn into gold? The longer we live, yeah, the more we grow. We could be